Hello, iniziamo. Eccoci qua. Ma mi fa rivedere il video dall'altra volta? Allora mi sa che ce lo dobbiamo rivedere.
Safi,
Allora, identifica
anyone with a
Safi
calendar
dalla sua
on folder could
cartelletta
be
e una nuova
Safi.
voce sul diario.
I need to check out each one I find.
Beh, è stata una visita produttiva all'ufficio del preside. Allora, queste sono le persone che di sicuro sanno più di quello che dicono di sapere. Reggie, essere il presidente della Braxas significa anche essere un furfante. Sta nascondendo qualcosa. Ma cosa? Però è da mesi che Reggie sta cercando di salvare la casa della Braxas. Perché vorrebbe darle fuoco? Vin. Vin è sinonimo di sapere più di quello che dice. È una persona riservata, ma è anche un mio amico. Obbedisce a Owen, ma adora la Braxas. Vin è coinvolto in qualcosa o ci si è trovato in mezzo? Lucas odia la Caledon, ha preso coraggio con il suo podcast ed è un vero stronzo. Non so se Lucas sarebbe capace di commettere un atto violento, ma mi fido di lui meno di quanto mi fidi degli altri due. Perché pickle time? Pickle time! Chi altri? Queste sono le persone che potrebbero sapere di più di quello che dicono. Owen, cosa sta facendo? È ossessionato con la Caledon. Il suo obiettivo è trasformarla in un paradiso per fanatici della tecnologia. Sarebbe capace di dare fuoco alla casa della Braxas se fosse in mezzo ai suoi piani? Loretta, non penso che sia coinvolta. Di sicuro non sapeva che stavano per demolire la casa della Braxas. Ma la marcia di Loretta si chiama così per un motivo. È sempre giusto pensare che Loretta sappia più di quanto dice. Safi, il jolly per eccellenza. Al momento sta correndo in giro per il campus e non so perché. Perché è tornata proprio adesso? Perché sta curiosando in giro, cercando informazioni, cercando di seminarmi? Devo parlarle. Io vorrei essere così. Allora, identifica Safi dalla cartelletta. Ma io posso parlare col preside?
I don't mean to interrupt.
Well, unless you want to help me liaise with the Abraxas Alumni Network, you are. Excuse me.
I can't just push Owen to talk. What if it's the real Owen? I need to rewind and regroup.
I need to rewind e regroup. Ok, quindi serve qualcuno che vada a parlare col preside, lo distragga, così che io possa fare quello che voglio.
Safi knows all the English teachers. If she wanted to blend in, maybe she'd choose one of them?
Are we sure we want to do this? What if my husband finds out?
I already told my husband. He was excited until I told him he couldn't watch.
Oh, Max, can you give us a moment? We're discussing some plans.
Le puttanate state discutendo, vabbè. Ci sono un sacco. E si è seduta così a caso.
Hello?
Hey, hippie. Just checking in.
Have you talked to Moses?
Not yet. He was with a student. I'm just sitting outside the planetarium, trying to imagine what it would be like to go to school here. But if I had that kind of money, I'd probably just buy a tour bus.
You are gonna love Moses. I wish I could be there for this meeting of the minds.
I don't. This way, we can jump straight into talking shit about you.
Har har. Well, I'm sure he'll have some theories about what's happening with you. He'll probably want to run some tests, too. He can get a little test happy when it comes to powers and timelines.
On my trip out here, I spent hours wondering what it would be like to see you again. But I never expected mad scientist friend hangout.
What did you expect?
Most often, a slammed door in my face.
Really? Why?
Well, we didn't part ways on the best terms, and you never responded to my text.
Ma abbiamo già parlato di questa cosa,
I
però.
wanted to. I worried that if I sent you one text, I might send you 1,000. I mean, we talked all morning, and
Capito?
there's still so much more to say.
Ah, scusami. Mi ha risposto in pratica.
It's a start.
So what I'm hearing is, even though the school's in danger and reality's a mess, this trip is going better than you expected?
Oh, damn. I guess it is.
I should get back to the search. I'll text you when I know anything.
See you soon.
Ciao.
Did I hear that right?
Io in realtà stavo vedendo che ci sono tante cose da fotografare che sono oggetti collezionabili, quindi in realtà stavo per fare la foto all'ognomo. Bella, fotografa io.
Sophie saw my class. Maybe she'd shapeshift as one of my students to mess with me? Hey, Jeanette.
Oh, hey, Max. Fancy seeing you here.
Doing some alfresco homework?
Oh, no, it's a personal project.
Were you pleased with the photos you took in class?
Definitely. But I wanted to get a few more to choose from. I asked Reggie if he wanted to shoot together, but he said he had some pressing plans. Lame.
Ah. Sembra
I'll leave
lei.
you to it. See you in class.
Max, have you ever... I'm sort of thinking about applying to grad school.
Ah.
For what?
Oh. I shouldn't have... Never mind.
Wait, Jeanette, I did it.
It's cool, Max. I'll see you in class.
Gianette, tu veramente sei fastidiosa perché veramente vuoi dette cose specifiche, io non ti conosco, sono un tuo insegnante e non ti devo dare supporto emotivo, va bene.
Hey, Jeanette.
Oh, hey, Max. Fancy seeing you here.
Ma mi ha visto sedermi comunque, va.
I've been meaning to ask you, have you ever considered applying to grad school for photography?
Yes. Actually, I wanted to ask you about it. But I figured if you thought it was a good idea, you would have brought it up.
I only have a GED. You don't need grad school to be a professional photographer, but it's certainly an option.
Oh, right. You're self-taught. I always forget that. Most of the applications require an artist statement, so I've been working on one. Would you mind taking a look?
I'd love to.
Ugh, it sounds really pretentious.
Artist statements are just like that. You're right in the pocket.
La prima volta che ho preso in mano una macchina fotografica sono stata pervasa dal desiderio di fotografare mia madre che dormiva su un'amaca. I miei istinti d'artista erano così forti che le ho quasi fatto cadere la sua Kodak P880 da sulla faccia. Quando si è svegliata, si è ripresa la sua macchina fotografica e mi ha proibito di toccarla per il resto della vacanza. Ho imparato una preziosa lezione: nella fotografia avere il permesso è fondamentale. Ogni volta che siamo per strada, in città o usiamo i nostri dispositivi, siamo sorvegliati, in un modo o nell'altro. Possiamo fotografare le persone con i nostri cellulari, i nostri orologi o i nostri occhiali da sole, con o senza il loro permesso. Ma scattare una fotografia a qualcuno è molto diverso da fargli una semplice foto, anche se sembra solo semantica. Scattare una fotografia a qualcuno è chiedere a questa persona se puoi trattarla come un'opera d'arte, non come un prodotto o un cliente. Ridefinisce la comunicazione, introduce giocosità e spontaneità, ed esige una collaborazione tra il fotografo ed il soggetto. In un mondo in cui siamo circondati dalla tecnologia, che ha spesso un effetto isolante, la fotografia rimane una tecnologia che ci connette gli uni agli altri.
I know it's a long shot, but I really love your class, and some of these programs have financial aid, so...
So what on earth do you have to lose by applying?
Exactly.
Okay, let's meet after class on Tuesday. I'll do my own research on MFA programs, and we can touch base.
That would be amazing.
Hey, don't wait for other people to tell you that you're an artist. You are an artist, whether they see it or not.
Wow. Thanks, Max. I'm so lucky to have you as my mentor.
Don't start crying. Don't start crying.
Che carina, però. Ok, quindi non è Safi. Possiamo stare sereni. Ma che è? Studente che protesta.
Save the Abraxas house! Down with President Teller! Save the Abraxas house!
President Teller's sitting in the quad over there. I'm not sure he can hear you.
I can do something about that. Thanks, lady.
I hope the power of protest is enough to get Owen away from that folder. I don't mean to interrupt.
Defend the students' right to self-govern! Save the Abraxas
What is it now?
Well, this certainly wasn't pulled from the archives. Must be the real Owen.
Chiamata con il consiglio d'amministrazione sabato alle 13. Ieri sera c'è stato un incidente assolutamente evitabile. È stato gestito con discrezione, ma potrebbe essere stato catastrofico. Richiede un intervento immediato. Leggi il rapporto della polizia, fraintendimento con la squadra di demolizione. È il momento migliore per demolire l'edificio. Una casa abbandonata attirerà sempre l'attenzione. Dobbiamo agire in fretta o potrebbe crollare sul prossimo intruso. Promemoria, non stiamo cercando di chiudere la Braxas, ma se continuano a fare delle scenate, lo scioglimento è sempre un'opzione. Reggie ha cercato di avere il supporto della rete degli ex alunni senza molto successo. Opzioni di trasferimento: non ci sono altre case vittoriane in vendita. Abbiamo offerto di ricostruire una casa nuova, ma gli ex sono delle merde ostinati. Sono ostinati. Concentrati su Caledon 2.0, condividi nuovi progetti architettonici, mostra il logo senza lo slogan, chiedi consigli per possibili slogan. Yasmin genererà consenso per È ora di guardare avanti. Non dimenticare il compleanno della figlia di Tom la prossima settimana. Non urlare. Questi sono appunti.
Reggie's gonna deal with it. Did you know he was an economics major before he met you and switched to visual arts? What a shame.
Your plans to expand the campus are receiving a lot of pushback. Have you had any second thoughts?
Of course not. The situation in academia is dire. If we aren't aggressive in securing our future, we won't have one.
If you change Caledon beyond recognition, have you secured its future at all?
A question for philosophers and linguists who, despite my better judgment, still have majors here.
You really seem to have it out for the Abraxas Society.
Yes. Out there, I want to get rid of a damaged building and build some much-needed classroom space.
I have nothing against a new science building. But
Loretta Rice is tenacious in her pursuit of rumor and nonsense. All the more reason to demolish the house and move past the rumors once and for all.
So you became the president of a liberal arts college, but you hate the arts. What's that about?
Contrary to the graffiti around campus, I'm not a heartless suit. For example, I'm something of a collector of Stieglitz prints.
Ma chi cazzo è?
You know, Stieglitz was one of the first people to champion photography as an art form.
He was, though I'm sure Stieglitz would be horrified at the state of postmodern art.
La tua mamma non ti voleva
Stieglitz
bene,
has been dead nearly
amore.
100 years. I'd feel disappointed if he wasn't a little freaked out by my work. I'll let you get back to it.
Please.
Questo sta male mentalmente, non vedo l'ora di farlo fuori. Cioè, no, farlo fuori. Cioè, non è che lo faccio fuori, però... Quindi io devo ancora identificare Safi, giusto? Devo controllare la cartelletta delle professoresse.
They certainly seem distracted right now. Maybe I could... Okay, so they were talking about doing a presentation together. That makes way more sense than where my mind went. Please tell me Safi isn't with her mother right now. Or being her mother right now.
E come li distraggo a sti due?
Max, you're out here. That's great.
In che senso? Che vorresti dire?
Complaining about the new boss to the old boss?
And to think I used to complain about her. I didn't know how good I had it.
Nor does Owen. Once everything calms down, he'll be able to appreciate everything you're doing for him. Just give him time.
I know how she manipulates people with flattery, but it still works.
Is this an official graduate program performance review?
Officially? No. Unofficially, I could not be proud or more honored that Vin is the first Regents Chair grant recipient of my tenure.
I never thought I'd make it to college, let alone business school. Caledon's given me so much. And yet, somehow I managed to give it even more in return.
This grant is set up to foster the next generation of Caledon leadership. There is no one more deserving.
Owen has a lot of big plans for the school. How is the board handling it?
The way they handle everything, by clutching their pearls. And they're all rich retirees, so they literally wear pearls.
We do. We have a call scheduled this afternoon to hear some updates about his Caledon 2.0 plans. I'm sure it will be as lively as ever.
If not livelier.
Beh, suppongo che li lascio fare.
I'll leave you two to catch up.
Enjoy your weekend. The campus is beautiful this time of year.
Yeah, go take your next famous photo. Preferably of me.
You know I always support your work, Maxine, but if you take his portrait before you take mine...
Don't listen to her.
Maybe I can use this photo to get to the folder on the table.
In che senso? Ah, ho capito.
Mind if I move that folder? My last shot felt a little cluttered.
Thank you for reminding me. It's yours. That auditing student handed it to me and told me to pass it on if I saw you. Strange girl.
And while we'd love to stay in pose, we really should get ready for the call with the board. Pray for us.
Ah, pensavo tornando indietro e saltando nella foto, no? Invece era più facile. Quindi Safi l'ha lasciata a loro da darmi a me. Chiaramente.
That was fun. Meet me at the Turtle for part 2. XOXO. Safi's just fucking with me now. She's not even here. Safi's been one step ahead of me this whole time. Hopefully now I can get some answers.
Quindi andiamo andiamo al Turtle. Noi. Invece fa passare a Chloe. Serve una brutta canzone che fa mollare tutto a metà. In questa vita sempre un po' di culo serve, è legale ma fa niente.
It started in December, but lately it's been getting worse. So I came to Max for help. And she told me, well, it's really more about what I told her. That Arcadia Bay is still standing. And my mom, and everyone else, is alive. But then she told me that until very recently, this wasn't the case. But if I'm here, and Arcadia Bay is also here, I don't know. Do you know what it means? The visions, the different realities smashed together?
I have some, I want to say theories, but they're closer to fears at this point. Give me a minute. Max told me you're into astronomy. You want to take a look around? There's an image I captured upstairs that could be a new celestial object. Or it's just a speck of dust. Either way, you can help me name it.
Seriously?
Aspetta, non ho capito, ho trovato
You're
una
on.
stella.
All right, Moses. Let's see if you're as nerdy as Max says you are.
Allora, c'è un nuovo messaggio da Max. Ok, ci sono, cazzo. Questo posto sembra costoso. Moses Murphy, giusto? Proprio lui ti sta aspettando. Perché lo fai sembrare così sinistro? Quando entro mi dirà anche ciao Chloe, ti stavo aspettando. Moses non ha proprio nulla di sinistro. Io ho un sacco di cose sinistre, specialmente nella mia mano sinistra, perché sono mancina. Capita? Tu e Moses andreste d'accordo. Andreste, uguale. È perché non ho gli occhiali. Dopo anni di attesa, centinaia di chilometri e migliaia di volte a immaginare ogni eventualità nella mia testa, è successo, ho rivisto Max. Certo, nel frattempo ho litigato con uno spaccone del posto e una buttafuori troppo entusiasta. Per fortuna sono riuscita a tirarmi fuori dai guai grazie alla mia parlantina. Ci riesco ancora, buono a sapersi. È stato tutto fin troppo perfetto. Sono arrivata a questa casa inquietante in cui era entrata di nascosto e l'ho tirata fuori prima che arrivasse la polizia. È stato bellissimo, ma anche un po' triste. Nel pick-up, quando siamo tornate, e prima di addormentarmi, ho pensato: Max ha una nuova vita senza di me. Cosa siamo adesso l'una per l'altra? Stiamo ancora bene insieme? Sento che sta rovistando in giro, forse dovrei andare giù. Non penso che questa conversazione sarà come le 1000 che ho provato nella mia testa. Forse è meglio così. Allora, dai un nome alla stella di Moses. Va bene.
Wait, is it Saturday? I showed up on Max's birthday. I should get her something. Maybe Moses would let me print something for Max's birthday.
Ma che cosa gli devi stampare da regalare? Ma che regalo è se stampi?
Did he paint this himself? Why'd he stop? This guy's being very polite to the crazy girl who showed up at his office and monologued about alternate realities. Simultaneously existing in a state of dead and hanging in there. Moses is going full Pepe Silvia with this investigation. Is that the dude from the bar last night?
Those guys at the bar are planning their protest for tomorrow? I don't like that timing at all.
Agreed. And the forum is password protected.
Non eri accanto
If
a me, mi hai
someone was able to
spaventato.
obtain it,
I'm on it.
Ok, più di 9 mesi da quando la tempesta ha colpito Lake Port, 6 mesi chiude l'esclusione. Va bene, ok. Cioè sì, l'ho capito di che parla. Parla del bar che è esploso praticamente, quindi della situazione.
A bunch of guys getting pissed off on a message board. This never ends well.
That's where I found Max last night. The place would be rubble if she hadn't been there.
And Max thinks the house is where the fire started. I don't know why it's important, only that it is.
Oh. What happened here?
E non l'avevo capito che
Max
Moses
took that
stava
photo
parlando,
before she
però.
jumped back here. But I swear the fire was in a slightly different place when she showed it to me yesterday.
So, Max's presence has changed something. But the fire is still on its way.
Ma posso riattivare il dialogo per questo?
I've barely met this lady, but I keep seeing her face.
Safi was my best friend. I hate to put her up here, but she's been acting pretty erratic lately.
A horticulturalist, too? What can't this guy do? Moses needs a name for this dot. I should help him out.
Planetoid. Serve un nome. Dawn, Martet, Brufolo Spaziale. Che nome di merda! Dawn non credo che sia possibile. Come voleva dire Dawn? Non è che me lo ricordo adesso. Ma no, è tipo... Ma ha a che fare con le differenti fasi di luce, no? Alba vuol dire. Sì, infatti, visto che non sono scema. Alba. Cioè chiami una stella, la chiami Alba. Respiri piano per non fare un male, tanti di sera ti risvegli col sole. Brufolo spaziale sarebbe da Chloe, però io lo chiamerei Martette. Ah, Martette! Marte più tette! Bello, più bello ancora. Your titties, ok, bello. Piace.
Wow. You process quickly.
I'm just laying it all out. We'll see if anything emerges.
So, Professor, have you solved me yet?
Not in the slightest. But I do have some follow-up questions. I'm sure you do too. Why don't you start?
Stampante 3D?
I know we have a metaphysical mystery to solve, but can I use your 3D printer?
What for?
It's Max's birthday. She's being so brave about this whole save the school thing, but I think she needs some encouragement. Your anime wall gave me an idea.
Say no more.
Vabbè, ma hanno fatto il progetto, io suppongo. E ora quanto ci sta?
You have to text me when you
32
give it to her.
ore.
She's gonna love it.
You got it. Give it to me straight, Doc. I'm ready.
I'd like to hear more about your visions. You said they started in December?
Yeah. And they weren't even visions at first. Just weird daydreams. Of a storm, or a path, or... But they just kept coming. Then I started thinking about them, even when I didn't want to think about them. And that moment in the green room a few days ago... I couldn't leave. I couldn't think about anything else. I was stuck on that path to the top.
Okay. What were you doing in the green room before it started?
Looking in a mirror. That place was a grimy dump. Usually my favorite kind of bar. But for some reason, I started thinking about tornadoes. When Max and I were in high school, there was this crazy week where Max thought a tornado was going to destroy the school. No, sorry, that did happen. But it also didn't happen? What's happening right now?
Paradosso.
Let's start with what happened 10 years ago. A storm threatened your town, and Max was forced to make a choice. She saved you, and Arcadia Bay was destroyed.
But the town is okay. My mom texted me an hour ago.
Yes. Somehow, the storm didn't destroy the town, and you didn't die. Which doesn't make any sense, except... A year ago, a storm threatened the school and the town. And Max made another choice. Or rather, she refused to choose between Safi and Caledon. Somehow she saved Safi and the school. And however she tied those realities together, it appears...
She tied up some loose ends while she was at it. She brought me and Arcadia Bay back together? With Safi and all the rest?
Yes. Somehow. Your vision started when you remembered the tornado. The thing that couldn't have happened, but did. A paradox. Your life and experiences are coexisting along an entirely different reality. And that's not sustainable. Maybe when you encounter a paradox, you come unfixed somehow, but that would mean even us talking about it directly could...
Oh.
Oh no.
No, io stavo per dire, magari quello è un universo in cui Max non aveva i poteri, ma lei si ricorda dei poteri di Max, quindi no, i poteri ci sono lo stesso.
Chloe, can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay, stay calm and tell me what you see.
It's always the same path. It ends in this outcropping with a couple of benches. Like a viewpoint.
The overlook. That's where Safi died.
Io vista dal vero punto panoramico mi piace. La vista dal vero punto panoramico mi piaceva già, ma questa potrei stare qui a guardarla per sempre. Ah, ma Safi viva contro Croe. Ma che. Oh! Aspetta, che è più complicato di quello che sembra. Ma è follia, aspetta. È per questo che silenzio tutti i gruppi. E non li leggo mai. Ok. Safi morta. La vista dal vero punto panoramico mi piaceva già, ma questa potrei stare qui a guardarla per sempre. Safi viva. Dillo a me. Ho viaggiato per tutto il paese, ma niente batte questa vista. Chloe viva. Che cazzo? Safi, sei qui anche tu? Safi viva. Oh, ciao! Piacere di conoscerti, Chloe. Scusa, ieri sera mi sono dimenticata di dirtelo. Chloe morta. Che sta succedendo? Safi viva. Wow, c'è tutta la gang, eh? Chloe viva. Che ci fai qui? Safi morta. Sono morta, o almeno in parte. Safi viva. È vero, il resto della realtà è stato deciso da Max, ma questo posto contiene tutta la verità su ciò che ci è successo. Si ricorda. Safi viva. Mi piace tornare qui a sedermi sulla panchina per ricordare. Chloe viva. Non penso che tu debba rimanere sulla panchina del purgatorio. Questo posto è pericoloso. Safi morta. Sì, ok, ma cos'altro potrà mai succedere? Chloe viva. Per l'amor del cielo, potresti morire. Safi viva. Sveglia, Chloe. Siamo già morte. Numero sconosciuto. Di nuovo questo posto. Di nuovo questa ragazza. Chi è? Dove come mi cancello? Che cazzo? Porca puttana, perché il mio nome è Chloe viva? Ehi, filosofa, sciacquati la bocca. Siamo sullo stesso sentiero, ci vediamo in cima. Dove sono? Perfetto, adesso ce ne sono due. Ma che è? Ma chi è il numero sconosciuto? Ma non ho capito. Vabbè, neanche Chloe ha capito.
But there's a lighthouse, too. Like the one from Arcadia Bay.
Blackwell Academy.
There's a sign. It's for Caledon. And my old high school?
Visto che la scuola
So this place
uccide i
pulls
bambini,
attributes
ragazzi.
from both towns. Hence the lighthouse.
The sky is wild. Lots of auroras and shit.
So it's nighttime?
Yes.
I don't think...
She called off the search. Stopped looking for herself. Missing, they said. Then, lost. Going, she replied. Then, gone.
What's happening now?
There's always something weird when I get to the top of the path. Me, dead. Safi, alive. A turbocharged lighthouse beam.
Okay. As far as we know, nothing in this space is real or can hurt you.
Safi practically lives here now.
Sinistra, alberi soprattutto. Destra, strane voci. Si sente qualcuno che piange. Sopra, punto panoramico e faro. Una scena stranissima. C'è molto da imparare qui, se si ha voglia di esplorare, di vedersi morire ripetutamente. Finalmente so la verità, non vedo l'ora di sapere cosa ne pensa Max. Sono stata ovunque, beh, quasi ovunque. La porta del faro è sigillata. Cosa pensi che ci sia lì dentro, Chloe? Il faro.
Okay, Max is pointing a gun at Safi, and there are A lot of photos.
Photos of what?
No.
Ah, pensavo fosse la stanza scuola di Jefferson. No, è Chloe morta nel bagno. Cioè, la stanza di Jefferson mi fa più paura, è la morte. Cioè, in sostanza ogni volta che se ne parla lei entra in questo trance, quindi.
Shit. I saw Max. She had a gun, and it always ends a little differently, but I die. That's what I've been seeing. Me dying. Max killing me.
You said there were photos. What happened after that?
The lighthouse beam turned on, and... What's wrong?
Chloe, you vanished. Disappeared for about 3 seconds. Before you came crashing back into the cabinet.
What? Where did I go?
I don't know. I think maybe that place takes you back to the moment where Max made her choice. About Safi. About you. Max stitched these realities together, but if you keep going back there, picking at the stitches, it could all unravel.
I saw some of Safi's thoughts and memories. We're stuck in that place together.
Makes sense. Safi is aware of the dual realities, and she's suddenly back on campus. Maybe she's looking for the same answers you are.
She seems depressed.
Well, you and she are trapped inside your own deaths. Emotionally, I can't imagine what that is doing to the both of you.
Arcadia Bay was brought back to life. Why aren't they stuck in that place too? My mom hasn't told me about any weird visions.
Have you told her about your visions? My point is, we don't know what's happening in Arcadia Bay. We can conjecture, but my focus is on helping you.
But Max chose to save me. Why do I keep dying?
You're returning to the moment of Max's choice. If the choice had been up to you, save yourself or save the town, what would you do?
I'd save the town. I'd sacrifice myself. That's what I told Max to do then. At the time, it felt like what I had to do.
And the overlight seems to reflect that.
So what do I do? How do I make sure I don't think about, you know?
Well, distractions seem to help. Your job. Loud music, lots of people, probably kept you safer. But now that you're aware of it, and what it means, we might have just accelerated whatever is happening. I'm so sorry.
Hey, man. I asked.
We won't risk any more explorations into the overlight. That's what we're calling it now, by the way. I'll do some brainstorming. Maybe research mental techniques for...
Don't bother. You've got to focus on the fire.
But we need a plan. Your visions are growing in intensity, and that place is dangerous. If you spend more time there, you could end up in the other timeline. The one where you died.
I'm serious. It's okay. Why should I get to cheat death? It's not like I deserve it more than my dad. Or Rachel.
Oh.
Max saved me in the bathroom. But she couldn't make it stick. The time she bought me, it's enough. More than I deserve.
What do you mean? Of course you deserve to exist.
Not according to reality, or the universe, or whatever keeps trying to make me dead. Max has done everything she could for me. She always has. The least I can do is be there for her now. So, on to the good stuff. Who do we think is planning to start a fire? I met this guy last night. Didn't seem like a criminal. Criminally pretentious, maybe.
Lucas Colmenero is a former Caledon professor. He's been stirring up animosity between Caledon and Lakeport.
If he hates Caledon, you and Max won't be able to get much out of him. Max may have gone full ivory tower, but bars are still my scene. I'll head back there right now to chat with him and his protest buddies. Maybe I can learn more about their plans.
Beh, interessante. Quindi Max stava andando allo snapping turtle. Andiamo allo snapping turtle. Affronta Safi. Ok. Ah, è se stessa.
You can do this, Max. It's only Sophie.
Un nuovo messaggio da Chloe. Dopo molta fatica ad essermi comportata da idiota, Safi è sempre stata un passo avanti a me. Ma almeno adesso vuole incontrarmi. Dove? Allo Snapping Turtle. Sono appena arrivata. Penso che mi stia aspettando in terrazza. Arrivo subito. Aspetta, qual è la nostra parola d'ordine? In che senso? Una parola, una frase con cui sapremo che siamo noi due e non lei. Ottima idea. Che ne dici di salsa pariglia? Oh, pensavo più a qualcosa tipo Two Whales o qualcosa di normale che conosciamo solo noi. Ma possiamo anche usare la tua? Stramba che non sei altro. Sai cosa? Lascia perdere, sto entrando. In bocca al lupo. Salsa pariglia? Va bene.
I wonder if Sophie was lurking around the turtle last night. The last time I saw Sophie, I told her I'd support her. But I don't know what kind of support she needs right now. The quiet conversation of lake and shore. I hope my conversation with Sophie turns out this peaceful, but I doubt it. Stop stalling, Max. Go talk to her.
Va bene, andiamo a parlare.
Sophie?
In the flesh.
I really hope you are done playing games. There's too much going on right now to be chasing you around.
Aw. And I was starting to enjoy our whole sexy spy thing.
Perché Safi all'improvviso è diventata il cattivo? Parla!
Well, don't just sit there and gawk. What did you want to talk to me about?
Why are you here? After all this time.
Always.
Is that it? I don't know. Maybe I miss this place. Maybe I wanted to peep those famous leaves. Or maybe I have some unfinished business.
Sophie.
Come on, Max. If you ask me basic-ass questions, you'll get basic-ass answers.
Un po' di glicini
Whatever
grafici.
brought you back, I'm glad you're here. I've been worried about you.
About little old me? Even so, I do appreciate you keeping my cameo in your class to yourself. That's why all us students go gaga for you, Professor. The sad truth is, I'm here for you. Don't give me that dewy-eyed look. I can't decide if it makes me want to kiss you or murder you.
Then why have you been avoiding me all day? Not to mention for the last year.
I left here believing I had a purpose. I was gonna find more people like us. But the further I got from Caledon, the more I started to feel... what's the word?
Unmoored?
Deranged. These intrusive thoughts started playing in my head. My emotions were all over the place, and the visions... horrible. Waking dreams of my death. Storm.
Ma solo Safi è così, però.
I realized...
Max è a posto.
It wasn't being on the road or being away from Caledon. It wasn't my mother or Diamond or anyone else. It was you. You did something to me.
I saved you. Your powers were out of control, and I found a way to stop the storm and pull you out of there.
You talk like you understand what happened. Everyone here has forgotten what happened in the storm, but I'm still living it. Do you even know?
Your power went haywire. You broke into pieces. I had to pull you together.
And then what? Think. Where did you go in there?
It was all these motel rooms. Like the ones Chloe and I stayed in.
Have you considered why?
After Arcadia Bay, I took my grief on the road, from one motel room to the next. The storm brought me back there.
Where did you go next?
I'm remembering. It was like the eye of the storm. Did I block this out? Was I affected by storm amnesia?
Did you and Moses come up with that? Cute.
The lighthouse. The overlook. I remember thinking, it's the same storm. It's all somehow connected. And then I saw you. You were dead on the ground. I thought I could use my power to bring you back. To merge the timelines.
But you saw her too, didn't you?
Chloe. She was surrounded by all the suffering and trauma from the storm. I thought, if I could remove it, maybe she'd be okay. Maybe she and I could start over. All I needed to do was...
The moment you saw her, she was all that mattered. You forgot all about me.
I didn't forget about you. You and Chloe are the two people I care about most in the world.
I thought I could save you both.
No, solo Safi che è fuori. Max è perfetta,
Of
tipo.
course you did. You're Max fucking Caulfield, Space-Time's golden girl. You'll always try to save everyone and everything you can. But fuck! How many times do you need the universe to tell you it's not interested? These things we have, they're just cruel jokes. Your powers destroyed a whole town. You really thought the same powers would bring it back without any issues?
I thought I was beginning to understand my powers. But you're right. I've been focused on Moses and Chloe and on myself, not on all the damage I can do. Moses and I have been working for months to understand and control my powers. How can I understand them if I don't even trust my own mind?
Now there's a question worth asking, and while you're answering that one, maybe throw in what you and Moses are up to. What are you collecting evidence for? What is that weird selfie photo of you, and why is my name on a whiteboard labeled suspects?
You snuck into Moses' office?
Don't deflect. You say that you're my friend, that you care about me? Prove it. Tell me what is going on.
Stiamo indagando, che cazzo deve stare succedendo? Non penso che mi pento di dirle sta cosa. Cioè, a lei gli interessa... Non lo so che cosa le interessa. Che cosa le interessa? Cosa vuole da me? Cioè, non so neanche che cosa gli interessa fare in questo periodo. Cioè, doveva cercare gente con poteri come le suoi. Poi mi ha scritto Diamond, Safi non sta bene. Se Diamond non sta bene. Però se continua a farla sospettare, poi lei va contro di me. No, parlo dell'incendio.
This campus is going to burn to the ground tomorrow. Unless I stop it.
How do you... Oh, I see.
Then you can understand why I am using my powers and doing everything I can to figure out how it starts.
If you saw this campus burn down, then it means it was supposed to happen. Who are you to stop it?
What are you saying? I can't just let it burn.
Reality is cruel, but it's still reality. It doesn't bend to your will.
I saw an innocent student suffocate to death. It was horrible. There were many more, all across campus.
I'm sorry, I didn't realize. I know you're doing what you think is right. I really hope it is this time.
Non mi è piaciuto il sarcasmo. Senti, Safi, ma ti puoi fare i cazzi? Dove puoi tornare a cercarti il tuo team di X-Men?
Are you responsible for this?
Che cazzo vuoi da me?
I mean, maybe a little, but she's worried about you.
Fine. Enjoy the lakeside
E
vibe.
se le servono tipo $20, che è colpa mia?
I'll be back.
Sì, si butta la borsetta, non torna più, chissà.
Sophie
Paga!
seems
Vai a
really
pagare la
messed
birra.
up. After talking to her, I have even more questions than before. Sophie could be a while. When I'm ready, I should text Chloe and check in with her. Sophie's been gone for 9 months. It must feel so surreal to be back here.
È come se l'anno scorso non fosse mai successo. Tutti vanno in giro per il cortile come se nulla fosse. Come se la realtà non fosse collassata e si fosse riformata attorno a loro. Dovrei essere sollevata, invece mi sento solo invisibile. Un lampo veloce li mette in luce. L'arma di Persefone, il volto spaventato di Demetra. La sua perdita, una pagina spalancata, vuota, il suo dolore, attacchi di rabbia tra le parole. Ha urlato, è caduta, è sparita senza lasciare tracce. Non è mai successo, quindi è finita. Sono queste le nostre stanze, le nostre porte familiari? Oppure mentre vai a lezione potresti cadere dentro lo specchio e ritrovarti di nuovo in un luogo estraneo.
Sophie.
Sì, vabbè, ha usato un po' di riferimenti letterari. Max sta usando di nuovo i suoi poteri. Penso che sia riuscita a entrare e uscire lì nascosto nell'ufficio di Owen, anche se è difficile da dire con qualcuno che continua a fare casini con la realtà per nascondere le tracce. Lo so, sono un ipocrita. Magari ha seguito il mio consiglio quando le ho detto di usare di più i suoi poteri. Ma che cosa ha in mente? E che cosa c'entra, Chloe? Prendendomi per mano, mi hai portato da un lago ghiacciato a una tempesta violenta. Eri un'intrepida eroina. E io ero la damigella salvata, ed ero il mostro sconfitto. Mi hai salvata dalle rocce per incatenarmici di nuovo. Mi hai fatto sentire viva, ma so che sono morta. Lo sono morta.
Even for Safi, that's some heavy chain smoking. Whatever Chloe's doing now, I hope she's okay.
Chloe sta qua.
Check in with Max, then see what we can dig up about the protests. Ooh, not sure I want to step into the middle of whatever this is. New plan. Find out more about the protests, then come back to Max. Moses mentioned that professor and some townies organizing a protest on a message board.
Ciao Chloe, sono Moses Murphy. Ciao Moses, devi dare un nome a qualche altro granello di polvere? Non in questo momento, volevo solo aprire una linea di comunicazione, così puoi tenermi aggiornato su, lo sai. Certo, Safi si è fatta viva, sembra che Max la sta inseguendo in giro per il campus. Davvero? No, non so niente. Sarebbe interessante se voi due vi incontraste, dato che apparentemente occupate la stessa posizione quantistica. Ah, di solito mi tengo quella posizione per il secondo appuntamento. Scherzo. Non so nemmeno di cosa stai parlando. È quello che ti dicevo prima sulla fusione fatta da Max. Voi due praticamente siete intrecciate cosmicamente. O così sembra. Ah, capito, come no. Comunque grazie per avermi iscritto. Ti faccio sapere se succedono altre cose strane. Che è quasi certo, dati i miei precedenti. Bene, se hai bisogno di me mi trovi qui. Dopo che è morto mio padre ho fatto dei sogni orribili e super lucidi sempre sulla stessa cosa. Eravamo in macchina e stavamo ascoltando della musica country terribile. Sbam! Un tiro enorme nel culo. Un tiro enorme nel culo. Oppure eravamo su un palco a torturare qualche sonetto di Shakespeare e bam! Entrano in scena 40 tonnellate di morte. Indipendentemente da come iniziava il sogno, finiva sempre allo stesso modo. Però, per quanto fossero orribili questi sogni, sapevo comunque che erano solo dei sogni. Delle esplosioni vaganti di materia cerebrale. Strazianti dal punto di vista emotivo, certo, ma non potevano davvero farmi del male. Per tantissimo tempo ho cercato di convincermi che questi incubi erano fatti dello stesso materiale. Anche quando mi hanno stravolto la vita dopo che ho dato di matto in quel camerino, dopo che sono partita per cercare Max. Sono solo dei sogni. L'ho ripetuto come un mantra in questi mesi. Come no, i sogni non fanno sparire completamente la tua mente e il tuo corpo dall'esistenza prima di riapparire da qualche altra parte nella stanza dopo qualche istante. Moses mi guardava come se il ratto da laboratorio che stava studiando avesse iniziato a sparare raggi laser dagli occhi. Tra parentesi, Moses è la cosa migliore di questa università. Se avessi avuto un insegnante come lui da giovane, probabilmente adesso starei studiando gli effetti delle medicine per dimagrire sui gerbilli. Ma se nemmeno lui riesce a capire cosa cazzo mi sta succedendo, beh, magari quel tiro è veramente dietro l'angolo. Parla con Lucas, infiltrati dei manifestanti e ottieni accesso al forum online. Addirittura. Ma con manifestanti che intendi? C'è qualcuno che si autodefinisce manifestante? Ah, guarda, c'è Amanda, parliamo con Amanda.
Hey. Amanda, right?
Oh, hey. It's quite a show you put on last night. Wish I could have sold tickets for it.
Comunque il lavoro è il lavoro.
If you're looking to book any shows this month, my band is headed east soon.
Oh, you're in a band.
Oh, I manage them. Drugstore Makeup. They're a mathcore synth-pop art punk band.
Oh, sweet. So like the Minutemen mixed with a little Fall of Troy.
Yeah. Spot on.
Send me their stuff. I'll see if there's a date that works.
I'm sorry if all the stuff with Max is, I don't know, weird.
A little. But what isn't weird these days? I'm just glad she's okay. More than okay, actually. She's, like, glowing. You didn't knock her up, did you?
Not for the lack of trying.
What did he say?
Really? I mean, it was kind of an intense night. And morning. I'm surprised.
You can go see for yourself. She was meeting someone. I think one of her students? I'm understaffed, so I'm not serving back there today.
Makes sense. Thanks. See you later.
I'll be here.
See you later. Bello, mi è piaciuto questo, è proprio pirata. Joy.
I'll need that password if I want to get into the forum. This is the bartender from that forum Moses found. He must have information. Hey. I hear you're the guy to ask about the protest.
No clue what you're talking about.
I guess security's pretty lax around here.
Guess so.
What do you do when you're not getting in fights with strange women at bars?
I used to pull shifts at Kreller's before that closed. Now I'm trying to get a job at the timber mill where my dad worked.
What happened to him?
He skipped out on us when I was pretty young. Don't know where he went.
Sounds like an asshole. In my experience, no dad beats asshole dad every time.
Good to know.
So, what's this protest against Caledon all about?
You'll have to ask Joey. He's the man behind the plan.
But you're part of that whole group, right? There must be some reason.
Everyone's got their reasons. I don't expect we'll accomplish fuck all, but it beats sitting around and bitching about it.
I've been hearing about this anti-Caledon group. How do I get in?
You want to protest Caledon? Aren't you a student there?
No. I grew up in the area. I'm moving back home, and I hate what Caledon is doing to the community. I'm tired of seeing rich assholes bulldoze through small towns.
I feel that. Oh, there were some informational flyers at the last meeting here. Joey told us to destroy them after, but you never know.
I'll look around. Thanks. See you later, Ren.
You got it.
Nothing to go off of yet. Maybe I can get someone else to open up? Is there some sort of celebration this weekend? Hey, what's the deal with these?
Damn it. Hey, Joey! We gotta keep these firecrackers outside with the rest. Some of the Lakeport dudes are apparently planning a fireworks party this weekend. Doesn't matter to me as long as it's not in here where they could quite literally blow up in my face.
Sounds reasonable. So, do you live here or what?
I'm working. Many great writers worked in bars. Capote, Kerouac, Burroughs.
I get it. I do my best work in bars, too. Could any of those dudes set up a merch table in under 5 minutes? So, what's your deal? You got booted from Caledon, but you're hanging around because... I bet I know. Divorce?
Actually, yes. I'm staying in Lakeport to remain connected to my son. How did you know?
You have strong divorced guy vibes.
Uh-huh. And your obvious daddy issues are from your own parents' divorce, I'm guessing?
No, my dad died.
My dad died when I was a kid.
Oh.
I'm hearing about this protest against Caledon. I want in.
I'm afraid your association with a certain former colleague of mine means I will have to decline further conversation.
Poi sempre tu sei che concludi le conversazioni.
Really? Why?
Goodbye.
Prendi quell'AirPod, io lo prendo. Dai dove io infine.
Back in my shadier days, I would have called this the free shit box. Water is an essential part of a healthy beer diet. I can't make out much, but I think this is the password I'm looking for. The password. Now time to take a look at that forum.
Heyo.
Do you know anything about this protest that people are planning online?
I've heard some things. I tried looking into it, but their forum is password protected.
I think I might have that password, actually.
For real? Let's take a look. And we're in.
Contro la corruzione della Caledon, un forum per i cittadini di Lakeport che la pensano allo stesso modo, mirato a organizzare una resistenza legittima contro la direzione corrotta dell'Università Caledon. Crullers Forever, moderatore, la protesta sarà il 2209, ora è il luogo da determinare, contattatemi per i dettagli, Lakeport Lifer. E vai, non vedo l'ora, ho già il cartello e la torcia pronti. Grande, dovrò saltare il campionato di bowling e venire da Brattleboro per l'occasione, ma non me la perderei per nulla al mondo. Truth will out. Domani la pagheranno tutti quegli stronzi snob che hanno lasciato soffrire Lakeport mentre la Caledon si arricchisce sempre di più. Tutti gli studenti che hanno girato la testa dall'altra parte o che se ne sono fregati di noi fin dall'inizio. Cardinal Sin. Adesso non potranno più ignorarci, questo è poco ma sicuro. So che non sono mai riuscito a venire alle riunioni di persona, ma non sarà più così. Domani arriverò in pompa magna. Crullers Forever. Mi fa piacere vedere tutto questo entusiasmo, ma ricordatevi che, anche se questo è un forum privato, potrebbero esserci degli infiltrati. Solo le conversazioni private con gli amici fidati sono sicure. Ricevuto, capito, capo. A domani.
Nothing like a little Latin to class up your angry protest. I'm guessing the mod is Joey. Anyone willing to skip bowling league must be serious about combating institutional... This dude is legit scary. And none of his buddies seem concerned at all.
Certo che no, i maschi si fanno sempre... danno sempre pacche a vicenda, si guardano, dicono le cose più assurde possibili e poi fanno no, vabbè, ma non è che potevo immaginare.
And the winner for most creative use of the dollar sign goes to... Cardinal Sin. They're pretty paranoid about infiltrators. Which means I'd better do a really good job infiltrating their shit.
These fucking assholes. How is any of this going to help? They're gonna set back everything we're doing to rebuild the town.
The protest hasn't happened yet. We could still keep it from getting out of hand.
You're right. I'll tell Noelle to get campus security ready.
Good plan. I'll see if I can get any more info out of Joey. The forum is scary. But it gave me a lot of good intel to use with the bartender.
Ah, mi sa che si discute
Go
qua.
for tomorrow?
Excuse me?
Protest, man. I'm on the message board.
What's your tag?
I've been lurking. A little shy, you know?
But not too shy to join a protest? I don't buy it.
Cazzi tuoi.
Why weren't you at the last meeting?
If you must know, I was on a Tinder date. I took her to Dave & Buster's. I got a slinky and to second base. Heyo!
This is Little Vermont. We don't have that crap here.
Ma che cazzo ne so io, ma ti sembra americana.
I don't know what your deal is. If whatever message board you're talking about exists, I'm sure you can find any information there. Meantime, I'd be careful about running your mouth and asking so many questions.
Dude, I was testing you to make sure you wouldn't spill anything. Good job.
Abbiamo fatto schifo. Ha fatto schifo, non sono brava.
I guess I don't make for a convincing angry townie. Oh well. Better tell Max what I've learned.
Hello, ma'am. Can I tell you about our grilled cheese specials today?
Chloe!
Jeez, okay. You do not need to act this surprised every time we see each other.
How did it go with Moses?
You did not prepare me for that guy's office. Holy shit.
No, I mean, did he help you?
He tried. I'm not fixed yet, as far as I can tell. What about you? Did you crack the case with the Abrax holes?
No, I'm at a dead end. I know Sophie is hiding something in her bag, but she was too smart to leave it with me.
What's with all the sneaky stuff? Why don't I just run over there, grab what's in her bag, throw the bag in the water, and give you the stuff?
Throw her bag in the water?
Yoink.
Bitch, you did not just...
Bitch, you did not just... Here, take the mask before she comes back and beats my ass.
Sophie had an Abraxas mask in her bag. We have it now, thanks to you.
So many questions. But for now, I think we better run before she realizes she's missing it. And I have just the getaway.
Il pick-up di qualcuno dobbiamo rubare il pick-up l'altra sera. Siamo andati sul pontino, Carino.
And then did I say something badass? Like, it's time to fight fire with fire.
You did not. I thought about it, but decided it would be lame. At least coming from me. So, I know President Teller was the one who ordered the demolition last night. And I'm pretty sure Reggie was involved somehow. He's the president of Abraxas.
Double presidential crime. 2 for the price of 1.
There's a secret occultist party at the Abraxas house tonight. Sophie must be going. That's why she had the mask.
And now we have it. Next stop, freaky college party.
What about the protesters? Could one of them really start the fire?
They're super pissed off and looking to make themselves heard. I know what resentful dickheads are capable of when they feel like they're not being heard. It isn't pretty.
At least we know about it now. That gives us a shot, right? I know he didn't fix you, but was Moses able to figure out anything?
Hard to say. I got the feeling he couldn't decide if he was more interested in helping me or studying me.
What does he think is going on?
The word paradox was thrown around a lot. Also, anomaly. Apparently, me and this Sophie chick are cosmically entwined because we occupy the same quantum position. Really, Max, you should buy a girl a drink before you cosmically entwine her next time.
Har har. The fact that you can joke about your existential crisis is actually pretty unsurprising.
Thank you much. Hey, I made you something. Now that Super Max is back in action, I thought she needed her own badass action figure.
Ancora dobbiamo dipingere, proprio la dipingo,
This is incredible! With everything going on, I barely remembered today was my birthday.
Good thing my ass is here then.
Sì, guarda il calendario. T'avete scudato pure tu.
Okay, so Amanda. I get it.
Uh-huh.
Seriously. She's cute. Funny. Not drowning in shared baggage. I like her.
Well, good. I always thought you two would be friends.
Oh. So you were thinking of me the whole time you were with her.
That's not what I said. But sure.
What happened between you and Safi?
I told her about the fire. Her reaction was disturbing. She blames me for what's happening to her and to you. And I think she's right. What's scary is that I didn't even know I was using my powers this time. And I still created a mess.
So she blamed you for bringing her back to life, and then you agreed with her? That's such bullshit. Yes, your powers are weird, and sometimes freak me out too. But there isn't a single person in the world I would trust with them more than you.
I think I needed to hear that. Thank you.
Don't mention it. I bet I loved being a part of it. Using your powers. I bet it felt dangerous. Like when we used to break into abandoned buildings together.
From the beginning, you've always been my most trusted accomplice.
But it's weird. That version of me that just fucked with your friend. What happened to her after you rewound?
Moses has his theories. I don't really understand them.
Beh, teoricamente io so che ci sono varie Chloe, ma perché le ho viste nel primo.
I just think we are much more than the one version of ourselves. We're like a kaleidoscope of all the choices we could make and the people we could be.
Damn, Max. You send a girl to Vermont for 1 year and she gets all heady. I like it.
When I was living this weekend, the first time, I really thought my life was starting to make some sense. But it seems like chaos always finds me.
The only chaos you're dealing with is me. Everything was fine before I showed up. You have a whole new life here. I know I don't fit into it.
No, that's not what I meant at all.
Okay. So, try again. And if you rewind, I'll know.
I wouldn't dare. I meant, I thought my life was starting to make sense, but I was wrong. I was focused on myself, and my career, and everything else. But there was a part of me, maybe the most important part, that was still lost. I don't really know how any of this shit works, but somehow, with all this crazy stuff happening, you're here now. And I know it's because you needed me. But I think I needed you just as much. and I wasn't brave enough to realize it.
Ma che carina. Posso anche decidere, certo!
Be careful!
Stata unita del cazzo. Va bene, ok, sono un po' romantica. Quindi non... No? Magari se ci riproviamo riusciamo. Scusa, ma allora che cosa me lo dice a fare? Non è... Cioè, avvisati. Oh no, aspetta.
Come on!
E se ci riprovo una terza volta? Sto imbarazzando io, oh. Ah, lo decreta lui a una certa. Dice no, non puoi. Oh no.
You ever feel like the universe is trying to fuck with you?
A me pare questo gioco.
We have met before, right? I'm Chloe Price, the universe's crash test dummy. Max Caulfield. Did you try to kiss me?
No.
What?
No.
How did you know?
Again, I do know you a little bit. So what happened?
Siamo finiti in acqua.
Fell into the lake.
Wait, how many times did you try?
Un po'.
Twice. Both were a disaster. It seemed like the perfect moment. But I guess not.
Well, we'll just have to find the next perfect moment, won't we?
O potete bilanciarvi meglio sulla canoa.
Ass off at the image of you going overboard.
Shut up! You fell too, you know. I can't believe I never took a boat out here until now.
Just add it to the list of conveyances I've dragged your ass into over the years.
Let's hear the list.
Well, there was my truck, of course. That shopping cart in San Francisco. Then there was that Vespa we had in Salt Lake City.
I thought I was gonna go flying off the back so many times.
We had that tandem bicycle in Chicago. That was a disaster. And Izzy's friend's weed dealer's tuk-tuk we joyrode in Nashville.
Vedi,
Honestly,
tutti i posti in America. A me
alive?
questo fa impazzire, che Max
You mean,
possibilmente
how are
ti
we
dice
so
no, ho
awesome?
viaggiato per il mondo. No, hai viaggiato per l'America. Sei stata solo in America. Vabbè, se hanno finito di parlare noi io sto.
The Maybon party is starting soon. We've got to get to the Abraxas house.
So, what's next? Change into black robes?
No,
black shirts, going by the old photo. Then we head over to Fremont Street.
And look for smoke.
Ma era tutto così romantico, stavano parlando dei vecchi tempi, c'era il tramonto, erano su una barca. Vabbè. Sì, ma noi non continueremo stasera, tanto vale che il video lo faccio vedere prossima volta. Miau. Ciao.